Episode 30. Just since his fancy tournament has finally concluded without any major hiccups. Which is a good thing, because I never really properly learned how to pronounce it. Although I guess the one hiccup was just that we didn't really win the one-on-one, with our Mega Fairy against her Mega Fairy. And on review we were actually higher level, so felt like we should have won that, but I guess that just points to a flaw in my strategy. Something we'll have to think about when we're prepping for our big rank up match to rank A. Because that's the big one, right? Or do you have to reach rank A and then there's something even bigger? I mean, there has to be, right? But I just can't imagine that it's going to be like a trainer that we fight. It's probably going to be something even bigger than that. Or is there some special rank up once you reach rank A to reach something even higher? Probably not. This might be the last promotion match that we're gearing up towards. I guess we'll find out. And about that move, well, the move set, I thought I would swap in Play Rough, the one we just got, a stronger fairy type attack to replace this one, which doesn't heal that much, but I'm not sure how much it keeps us in the game with just a little bit of healing. Turns out Audino can't learn Play Rough, which is annoying. I guess instead I could put on Dazzling Gleam, which is like a pretty good equivalent considering its power and its special attack rather than physical attack. It's kind of similar to Hyper Voice though, in the niche, just a different type. But I guess it's better efficiency than this, if I forego the healing and just keep on Wish. Maybe I'll like that better. I guess we can try it out for a little bit. I just liked the idea of having Draining Kiss, but maybe that's not the most sustainable, and unfortunately there aren't any other moves that we can really put on for recovering here. We can do defensive things like Reflect and Light Screen and Wish, but we don't have Recover or anything else. It's really just this and Draining Kiss and... The idea here was to make this the healing tank, but gonna be a bit hard to do that. Here though, we can learn Synthesis, and other things like Bullet Seed, or not Bullet Seed, Leech Seed, and Giga Drain we already have, which are already quite good for healing, so this might be more sustainable as a healing tank, our ace here. If I really want to lean into that, maybe it'd be Giga Drain plus Leech Seed. We can keep on Light Screen. And Synthesis. That'd only be like one attacking move though. The rest of them just kind of go up and then you don't use them for a while. I don't know. Can we learn Draining Kiss? I don't think Garnish can kiss. Even though we can learn a Disarming Voice. Yeah, I guess not. I'll have to play around with it. For now, though... the number of wild zones has increased, so I figured I'd do that first. Oh, actually, before we do anything, we might as well get a new haircut, even though we just got this one. I mean, we didn't just get it, but we kind of went to the mission over here that unlocks haircuts as soon as it spawned in last time. So I guess if we go there now, then I guess that'll be following that trend, so it'll be a roughly equal amount of time that we have the haircut equipped, maybe. And we can always go back. We've had our fun with this one. We went to the party and everything. Let's try out the new one. Guess it's faster to go, I don't know, here, and then go straight through. I guess so. No, wait, we spawned on the other side. No, I still think this is faster than the dojo. And I have been letting these side quests pop up. Maybe I'll just save them for the end game. The longer I wait around in the, oh, they built up to the top, huh? the longer I wait in like this, I'll wait on doing the main story stuff, then the greater the chances I'll just accidentally hear about some spoilers for the game inadvertently. Especially because I'm trying to watch a friend stream on the game. But it's fine. Saving all the side story stuff for the post-game is fine by me. But not this one. Well, hello. I'd like to ask you for yet another favor that'll help level up my Slicer skills. This time, could you show us a Psycho Cut? It's a move that cuts using the power of the mind. Okay. I'm glad you mentioned it. I actually swapped out Puddin since we did everything we wanted with Puddin. It was a pretty good success. And actually swapped back in Takoyaki since I feel like I do want to train up Takoyaki for the coverage and everything. Maybe. Well, I guess a better coverage would have been Puddin, but also just having this option with Malamar and eventually Mega Malamar I think would be good. And just coincidentally we have Psycho Cut on Takoyaki. And no, I'm not kidding, that's a real move. The user wields their psychic power to form a blade that cuts exactly as they will it. Can Slicer learn Psycho Cut? Try having your Pokemon use Psycho Cut. On the substitute doll right over there. Actually, I guess I didn't learn the Razor Leaf last time. It's green, but it's a bug type. But I guess it could still learn Razor Leaf even as a bug type. I mean, it kind of makes sense when you just look at this thing. But Psycho Cut, I don't know. So that's what Psycho Cut looks like. Okay, Slicer. Fix the image of that move in your mind and let loose. Saito. That's the stuff. If you keep that up, even the trickiest trims should be a cinch for you. Saito. Learned how to swing its slices at super high speeds, but didn't learn Psycho Cut. The Furfree Salon's selection of trims has now increased. Now that Slicer's learned all the cuts it needs, we can finally offer customers a full repertoire of gorgeous Furfree trims. And it's entirely thanks to you. So keep bringing your Furfree to us for the latest trims, okay? I know Slicer would love the chance to keep practicing its skills. Slicer. And these would be the high-end trims, I guess. We'll pick one from the three, but I think I'll still want to settle on Debutante for like our final trim a bit later. I guess they all cost the same though, which is good. So let's preview all three before we decide on one of the three. We got Kabuki, Lorraine, and Pharaoh are the new ones, I think. Yeah. So Lorraine first. Right, the fancy drill hair. Oh ho ho indeed. Although I guess you might expect it to be blonde, considering the trope in anime. But I guess blonde was used on Debutante, so... Well, it's fine, right? Like mixing the colors with an unexpected color with the expected haircut or whatever. I do like this one, but I think I like the other two better. Let's have a look at Kabuki. Oh, oops. Okay, Pharaoh then, fine. Yeah, that's a fun one. Again, I might expect like a more red or orange color for this, considering, I guess, the usual stereotype with the Egyptian headdress and everything. But again, mixing and matching the colors with an unexpected, like, matchup or whatever. I guess that's the idea. It's actually... I never really noticed this big neck piece. That's fun. Alright, let's see Kabuki. The legs especially are nice here too. Kabuki, for real this time. Yeah, that's a fun one. I do think I like the red colors better than the blue colors, so maybe just based on that I might go with Kabuki. If it was like red on Pharaoh, I might have gone with that. It's actually hard to choose. Can we like see them in the Pokédex? Do we have all the forms in the Pokédex? By the way... Oh, we can't like read the description, but we can look at this. I love the hat. We can't rotate, unfortunately. Why can't we rotate? Damn. Oh, it's actually fairy flying. Interesting. That's really weird. It's not even like a... Yeah, this used to be a normal type Pokemon. They dropped the normal typing entirely. I thought it'd be a normal fairy like we were with Mega Audino, but... Fairy flying, huh? Interesting. Where were we? Furfru. By the way, I guess we can get a better look at some of these things that we didn't really get the chance to look at before. And we get to see this even though we've never Mega Evolved Skarmory. It flies faster than the speed of sound. After whipping up shockwaves to send enemies flying, it finishes them off with its talons. Big old talons. Like a kiwi. It's funny that the color changes so much, becoming gold and everything. What does the shiny look like, I wonder? Okay, what about... Oh, we'll grab Furfru whenever we see it, I guess, but I mainly want to see... Scrafty. Where was that? We didn't pass it, right? Oh, we can look at this. I guess we can read the description, too. Yeah, somehow... Oh, there were 6 to begin with, so... Yeah. Didn't just, like, add more phalanxes. Mega Phalanx has taken on the ultimate battle formation, which can be achieved only if the troopers and brass have the strongest bonds, especially the one in the middle. That one needs the strongest bonds. There we go. We don't get to read about it, but we do get to look. It never actually wears the hood, I realized, when it's like this form. Maybe in the anime it wears it. Like there's some trainer that has a Scrafty that wears it. Did Ash? Ash had a Scraggy. I don't know if Ash had evolved it. Very cool stance, and obviously meant to reflect Naveen and his jacket and everything. Or Naveen is meant to reflect Scrafty, either way. Is Zeta going to resemble Mega Starmie? I have seen that one. It's impossible for me to avoid that one with the internet. Yeah, I like the way this one has the billowing, smoky, whatever it is coming out of the bottom of the dress. Normally it's just kind of floating in normal form, but that's a neat addition, I think. Wouldn't like to read the description, but I guess we haven't evolved this yet. At any other... well, if things went differently, I might have actually trained up Frostlass as one of my main things, but just didn't exactly happen that way. I could have added on Snowrunt as a mainstay earlier. I still have like 2 slots in my party that I would want to have for mainstays, but I guess it just never really happened. But that's fine too, right? Sometimes just naturally letting things happen with your Pokemon team is the way to go, I guess. I don't know. All the same, I do want to decide on some mainstays. At least a couple more. And Takoyaki might very well be one of them. Still undecided. Yeah, this. I always thought ever since X and Y that this is a very thin Pokemon to be looking at in 3D or even 2D or whatever. And the way it Mega Evolves, it just has that much more presence. It seems way stronger, but I guess it was already pretty strong if it was a Dragon type in its original release. And the creepy things at top. Just very, very spooky. Drifting Aldi. Oh wait, here we go. So yeah, we got all 10 forms. Gonna hear a lot of barking. And these are all different colors. This is the one I might want to settle on, but between these 3, I do like Pharaoh. I also like the rain. It's just the colors that... I guess I've been leaning more towards the warmer colors. I guess so far it's been pink, or purple even. And then eventually yellow. So I settled on red since that's also a warmer color, but I could just change up the style a little bit. Maybe we do go for Pharaoh. Something very fancy with the head. These are also fancy though. Let's try that. Let's try Pharaoh. I kind of wasted a lot of time on this. This was meant to be an episode where we get on with the next part of the story. And we can always go back to a Kabuki later if we want to mix things up. We could even change it every other episode or something. Blue dog. Okay, so the world zones. New ones that opened up are 18 and 19, only those two. There can't be that many more, it seems like they're pretty evenly spread out now. Can't fly there yet. Oh, they've got Fennekin, right as expected. This way. I haven't gotten these yet. I think I might have come here before, but I never finished, since I didn't have the guide. By the way, I think we do want Thunderfang. Maybe. Right. I guess we get up over here. I guess we've done this tower right here before. Not this. Oh, how do we... We can't... Guess we gotta go like around the long way and somehow slingshot up. You do go a little bit higher when you use the roto glide. A little bit. And anything below? Not that I can see. There is something below here, but we'll get that later. It seems like they want you to go around this way. Maybe? How do they want you to do this? Are you supposed to just glide over from there and I messed it up? Maybe. Why does this go this way? I don't know. How else do you get up there? From the roof? Those don't seem like playable roofs. Maybe you just really... Nope, not quite high enough. Let's try this again, and before we do, get this thing. We can probably make that. Maybe I just did it wrong. I probably did it wrong, yeah. Yeah, there we go. That's all it takes. There's always a screen tearing right there, like right where that roof is. Right above where the red part of the roof is. I'm pretty sure it's just baked into the game. I don't know if there's a way to get rid of that. I don't know. I guess it's not too noticeable. Let's just get on with it. Multi-trains in Unova. What does that mean? Does that mean... Is that foreshadowing? Unova remake? I wonder. Friendship, not so. Oh, that's a Mega Salamence. I mean, we could try to catch it. Great Ball would be great for this. Alright, get out of there. Yes, focus on me. I'm the biggest threat. You're just confusing yourself. Oh no. Okay, stop attacking her. Damn. You hung in there. I guess we can try this out. Without the healing, how does this do? Nope, can't do that again. Now without the healing, it's a bit of a problem, though. This isn't going to do much, but... Alright, it's Flying Dragon, I guess. The level difference here might be bad. Try that one more time. Alright, just go for it then. 3 carrots. Was enough. We got it. We got the elements. We kinda skipped the evolution there, didn't we? I don't think we even had like a Bagon. What number was it? Yeah, despite catching that Salamence, we are gonna have to get... We didn't even get like the lowest level version. Well, that's fine. That doesn't even count towards our research here. That seems to be Sagoo and something else and one more unknown. Oh, well there it is. There's a Bagon. Right, that makes sense. Ah, frozen. I guess that increases our chances of actually catching it. Even though we didn't. Alright, fine. You don't get the bonus from behind if they're aggroed on you, seems. Okay, we got it. So I guess we're gonna have to evolve this one into, not to Salamence, but to a Bagon, to complete the dex, unless there's a Bagon around. And it should actually... wait a second. There should be no special requirement. And we're catching them at super high levels because of the way the game is organized, so yeah, it's already ready. That's the weird little foible about this kind of system. They're just ready to evolve immediately. Not going with the intended original design of training them up yourself. Of course you learn Protect. Alright, one down. Sagoo and that other thing. Could even be something at night. We might have to float between areas 18 and 19. Can we break this with Iron Tail? We don't have the other thing anymore. Okay, good. Didn't even use your tail. Come on. Priority target. We got it, right? Mega Lopunny. It's just funny. Premier? I didn't think so. Oh, I didn't heal. Well that's fine. It's not gonna have fighting moves, or I guess it might. It's not gonna Mega Evolve, is what I meant. Since it's normal, I guess we can just go and use this. Are we getting Seeds of Mastery, by the way? For catching these Megas? It's actually pretty tough. It's actually really tough. Yeah, you got this. Hang on a sec. No, light screen wore off. Yes, come a bit closer. This might have been a waste of a move. I'm not sure how I feel without having Draining Kiss on this. So it's gone though, it does have fighting. Good thing we evolved to Fairy. I do that a couple of times until it gets mad. It's mad already. 3 carrots. Alright, we got the Mega Lopunny. Have fun. And I guess we might as well restore the HP before we get into another fight like that. I don't know, Draining Kiss only heals a pittance. Maybe per usage we only get like 15 HP or something sometimes, depending on the person we're fighting. And I guess it depends on how much damage we're doing. I guess we're just trying this out for size for now. Paralyze. Okay. Yes, the sun. Probably something on the roof here, looks like it. We gotta get up like through all of this, I guess. Or we have to get up through a different route up there, it seems. Weird layout, but I guess that's the point. This does go where I'm looking to go, right? Okay, it's Altaria and Swamp Blue. Yeah, get back here. Wait, did we have Swamp Blue already? We did. Damn. Oops. Well, we caught a duplicate, I guess. Which is actually fine, because... Wait a second. Okay, we got Fennekin already, but... No, we can't do this. It seems Fennekin's another one that just kind of runs away. That makes sense. Imagine a lot of people do... Oh. Imagine they do a lot of shiny farming. Or this guy disappears. Not sure if we have Riolu already. We don't. Crap. I don't know what ball I want for Riolu. Guess I better decide fast. Great Ball. Because it's blue and red when it Mega Evolves. Ah, we got the Alpha Riolu, great. It was something we didn't have before either. And you do get seeds every time you catch, even if you don't defeat them. The Alphas. Yes, become nighttime. Go ahead. I just don't want to be interrupted here. So I'm waiting for you. Maybe I should start doing that? Can we start doing that for the next part of the ZA Royale? Yeah, I guess we can. But this first. Is this actually high enough level to... Is this how it evolves? Just like through leveling? It does. Then we don't have to catch the Altaria itself. Then it didn't matter that we caught this duplicate. The other one wasn't high enough level to evolve, I assume. This one's also kind of whipped creamy. So that was one of the... yeah. And this last one is... oh, that wasn't actually Segu, that was Altaria's face. Huh. What's this last one here? Oh, Fennekin. Get out of here, you. Yes, disappear into the ether. I guess it's that one. Well, we can just do the same trick. We already caught Noibat, but we can do... this. It's a bat, so this is fine. Don't actually have to catch the harder one. I can take what I get, since these tend to be so... well, such a sticking point for the episodes for me because... oh wait, yeah, because I spend a lot of time on these wild zones whenever I'm trying to end the episode. Okay, this isn't how they evolve. It's probably not through levels, I guess, unless it just needs like a higher level. Noibat. Or is it easier to look up Wyvern, or whatever its thing was? Starting at level 48. Well, just great. Fantastic, even. We could just catch the Noivern, but we already caught this guy. Fine, we'll do it. Better to use 3 rare candies or... these are better at higher levels. What happens if I give it one of these? It's probably not that much. This is... it doesn't tell us how much it is. 3,000. About halfway. I think I would just want to use these things then. And then 2 more. And then some smalls. 3. Might have been overkill. Well, I bet it's a good one. Probably a lot of people's favorites. I imagine a lot of people would have used this one on their team. Flying Dragon. Good typing. I guess just in general, dragon typing. Okay, that's it for this rooftop, or this entire area, I guess. Like no other rooftops. Then, on to Area 19. Oh, you can get the Clefairy stuff here. That's fitting, right after your battle with Descents. I just healed everyone myself. I guess I wasted those potions. Let's try to wrap this up quick so we can get on with the story. This isn't an entrance. It just kind of block you off here. Oh, they got auto now. Trying to open this up. I also got like higher level Furfrou and higher level Eevee. Interesting. That's a big Clefairy. That an alpha? That's an alpha. Okay, we got it. No trouble whatsoever. Sometimes it just works. And is that ready to evolve? No, wait. That evolves with a Moonstone. Oops. One of the earliest Pokemons that evolves with a stone, I guess. Not a shiny stone, right? Yeah, that's like a Gen 4 stone. I guess this means we can actually read the description in the Pokédex now. Don't even need the Mega Stone. The red dots only disappear when you fully load them in. Where was? It was like one of the first ones we saw, I guess, I think. Like going in this order, or was it actually further up? I guess we didn't actually hover over it, maybe. Timid fairy Pokemon that's rarely seen will run and hide the moment it senses people, sure. Mega Clefable, and it gets a hat. Oh, you can rotate it once you actually have it in the dex. Oh, didn't realize the ears were like that. Funny. A flying fairy. It flies by using the power of moonlight to control gravity within a radius of over 32 feet around it. Huh, that sounds more like psychic, but I guess it's the power of moonlight. Very fantastic. Fairy-esque. I like this. But again, it just overlaps too much with our team already, right? The fairy and all of that. I guess we're adding on flying, but still. But if I were to give it a name, what would I give it? Big, pink, like a puffin. A puffin isn't really a real food. I don't think so. But it is a move or a real food in Pokemon world, so I guess we could call it puffin. Maybe? Puffin. What else? What are puffins based off of? Gonna look up puffins. Maybe in the process of looking this up, I'll figure out it's actually a real food. Yeah, they're mainly Pokemon things. What are they meant to resemble? It is a portmanteau of the words Pokemon and muffin. Okay, we could call it muffin. Sure. I mean, it's more pink. There's like some other round, doughy food that I'm thinking of that might be a better match for this, but we'll just make it easy on ourselves and go with muffin. Although I do like puffin. I don't know. I don't know if I'm really against using a non-real world food as the name. It just feels weird that everything else is sort of a real world food or something adjacent to it when I use puffin, it's sort of breaking the rule. But it's not really, because it's Pokemon world, so... I guess the question is, do I like muffin or better? Or muffin or puffin better for a Clefable? Looking at Clefable, I like muffin after all. I think Poffin would be better if it were something more poofy. And if we ever add this one to our team, it has a name now, but not right now. So that one wasn't even on the list, Clefable. We do need Drampaw, we do need whatever else is here. What's Audino gonna do? Heal me? Isn't that what it did in the, game it originally debuted in, X and... or... not X and Y. Black and White. Didn't it just, like, randomly appear and heal you? Oh, Kangaskhan. Okay. Okay, Kangaskhan. It's been so long. Like, ever since the game first was revealed, I thought maybe I would do this. Took us this long to finally get here. Kangaskhan is one of those mega sets. Well, it's kind of one of the ones that I really like, so... I was pretty sure I was going to add it onto my team when I started playing this game, but didn't realize it would be so long until we actually got Kangaskhan. But we're seeing it now. Is there an alpha Kangaskhan? Maybe Drampa only spawns in during the day. Seems like that might be the case. These guys first. Get the collateral. Didn't quite get the collateral. They're actually pretty tanky, these guys. Oh, we got them both though. Just trying to get myself out of here. Don't really have to. I would like an alpha Kangaskhan, but this is okay. Which ball though? Wait, let me decide. Just kinda hang in there for a sec. Nest ball? I mean, it's sort of like a nest. Oh, that one's fainted now. Didn't catch it. Oh, we did catch it. It'd be fun if we could get the alpha though, if that's even in the game. Actually, I heard that the alpha unlocks when you... like, you get an alpha chance in each of these wild zones when you complete this list right here. So maybe after we catch Drampa, an alpha will start appearing. Not like we always need alphas on the team, but it's always fun when we can add them. I guess Drampa must be a daytime Pokemon. Where is a bench? There's of course one near the Pokemon Center, but if there's a closer one nearby... I just have to use a Pokemon Center bench. And is there something better than a nest ball? Did they ever expand their selection over at the store? Are these like all the balls we can get without special things? I think nest ball is fine. It's just the color that doesn't really... Ultra? Kinda yellow and... the yellow and black sort of matches the general color like in between yellow and black would be brown, sort of, I guess. Not really. Repeat, because there's like 2 of them. You're repeating the cycle of life with a child that eventually becomes an adult. I don't know. Timer? Timer because it eventually becomes an adult or something? I don't know. Well, I guess when I think about it, it is raising a child, and that's what a nest is for, so nest feels like the proper one. Even if the color is something that doesn't really speak to me too often. But this is only assuming that we do actually get an alpha. I might not want to farm for that in this episode. I guess after we catch Grandpa, we can decide then. I guess it'll be this one. Oh, we still have this Mega Evolved. Oh, wait. And because it's Mega Evolved, we shouldn't bring it out immediately. Still some items I haven't gotten. Hurricane. Might be good to teach to Mega Clefairy. Is there an Alpha Drampa? I guess for Drampa it would have to be Premier Ball. Or Timer Ball, because it's so old. I only have 6 of them though. Better make them count. Oh, come on. Did you actually see me? Is it like looking in my direction? Okay, fine. Be that way. We can try again. Go ahead and use some moves so this gets a better chance. Like one more move, we're not gonna wait forever. I said one more move and then I do it. Got tired of waiting. Okay, we're running out now, so we better make this happen. Only 2 carrots. We got it. And it does seem like Kangaskhan only comes out at night. I think. Yeah. And let's grab this and maybe roll the dice on more Kangaskhan. How do you farm for alphas though? I guess the same way you farm for shinies. I hear you just kind of walk back and forth. Within like a different, like a bigger radius from where they spawn out from. Like visually. At least I think that's what I've heard. No, gotta make a night. Kangaskhan. No megas immediately. It's not like it's gonna happen immediately. But I mean, with multiple Pokemon spawning in, then there's a greater chance that at least one of them is gonna be Mega, right? Do we even have to like rest at a bench to make the megas have a chance to spawn? There's only the one Kangaskhan though. I guess it's just random chance. Always with the pin. I guess what we can try is just doing what we did just now, flying away. And seeing if a different amount of Kangaskhan spawn in. There's that one still. At least I think it's the same one. It does feel like it didn't re-roll the dice here, so I might actually have to wait at a bench every time I want to re-roll for a Mega Kangaskhan. Or an Alpha Kangaskhan. And hopefully this bench is far enough. What are they doing to the tower anyway? And I wonder why Kangaskhan is night only. Are kangaroos nocturnal? Let's see. I'll probably give up on this soon if I don't see one. Well, there's a different amount of Kangaskhan, so this does work. But none are alphas. So that's the thing, we just rest at a bench and try to respawn the Kangaskhan. Get them to be alphas. Although whenever I've walked away too far from an alpha Pokemon, that isn't just like guaranteed like that one. That alpha Pokemon usually disappeared, and it's actually been a point of contention for me that I lost out on the Mega Dedenne, or the Alpha Dedenne, and all of that. So I feel like if I walk away and walk back, then these should become alphas, but it might not work that way. We'll give it one more try. Just one more. One proper reroll. The way they're covering up the tower, it feels like they really are building up Quasartico to be the big final bosses. Even though they're ostensibly on AZ's side, I guess. Alright, let's try. At least I think there's a chance for a Mega or an Alpha if you clear out the zone. I'm pretty sure that's what I heard. Well, I'm not seeing it. Okay, well, I'm seeing that now. We already have a Furfrou on a team. We're attached to our Furfrou. We don't need an Alpha Furfrou. But now that I'm seeing that Alpha Furfrou, I do want to try again for the Alpha Kangaskhan. One more try. It's always one more try, isn't it? That's how I always end up with going over on time for each episode. Well, I'm not going to do it for this one. Not for this wild zone. And not for just, like, farming Alpha Kangaskhan. But since we saw an Alpha, I feel like I should try one more time. I don't know. Maybe I'll just say the same thing. You know what? If we see 0 Alphas in the zone, that'll be our stopping point, I guess. If we see like an Alpha Clefairy, then we can try one more time, I guess. But we shouldn't just stay here forever. No, just some normal Kanga. And I mean, this doesn't count. Seeing this Alpha doesn't count. Oh, they can spawn over here. I feel that one's bigger, like the normal bigger size or whatever. But we did not see a alpha Pokemon that isn't a guarantee, so that ends our run. Okay, let's go visit Vinny. At the very end of the episode, we're doing some story. Not spending one episode clearing out 2 wild zones is fine by me. We even cleared them out faster than we normally would. Didn't go over on time. You're both here. Good. I'm sorry for the urgent summons. What's the matter? Did you need me what did you need me and Brioche for? I'm afraid I do not have any answers. I was merely tasked with reaching out to you. President Jet is waiting inside. She will be the one to explain. Ma'am, I've brought Team MZ's leader, Tawny, and her teammate Brioche as well. Thank you both for sparing some of your time. Tawny, Brioche. The 2 of you helped me out of a difficult situation the other day, along with that gentleman from the Rust Syndicate. I'm sorry I failed to properly express my appreciation sooner. So, it wasn't true, right? What that trainer was saying? You mean his claim that the Pokemon flocking to Lumiose are part of some ploy by our company? Of course that's incorrect. Truly, the extent of our involvement in this entire affair is the use of our holotech barriers. These barriers encircle the wild zones and keep wild Pokemon from damaging their surroundings. Specifically though, they're intended to prevent wild Pokemon that have undergone rogue mega evolution from causing widespread damage. Makes sense. After the incident 5 years ago, Lumiose City was hemorrhaging people, and property values were in freefall. This is why the urban redevelopment plan was established. It makes sense. If your country almost underwent like a huge cataclysmic super weapon, like wiping out the entire world, which I guess would have been the entire world, but it originated from this city, well, close enough to it. No one would want to live in that area, or most people would probably get out of Dodge, maybe. But I guess the rest of them figured, well, if the whole world is going to be destroyed, I might as well not go to the trouble of moving, or something. But it was a risky venture. The mayor could not find business willing to take on the project. And so it fell to my company, Quasartico Inc. You're taunting me, Miss Kangaskhan. The initial plan was to create a city that belonged to both people and Pokemon, a place where wild Pokemon could live alongside humans. There were concerns from some uneasy with the idea, even those with no ties to the city. Still, it was a noble undertaking worth pursuing. But when we began investigating Prism Tower to plan for repairs and improvements, we became aware of something we had not anticipated. The tower was emitting a peculiar energy. That is when we also began detecting that strange power, which we call Mega Power, in all corners of Lumiose City. At the same time, wild Pokemon were flocking to the city in droves, as if drawn to this power. And now we have rogue Mega Evolution. If this dire phenomenon becomes commonplace, the people will abandon Lumiose once more. Don't worry, Team MZ will help get all this under control. Thank you for that, young lady. Beg pardon, ma'am. It seems I'm being called for. If you would excuse me for just a moment. It is thanks to Vinny that I came to know of AZ, which also led me to your group, Team MZ, and to me asking so much of you children now. As if we wouldn't want to help save the people and Pokemon of Lumiose. We're glad to help, right, Brioche? Yeah, we kinda stuck on this long, just for that reason. We'll protect everyone. Thank you both. I wish to make this a city where people and Pokémon truly can live together. Us too, with our pretend goal of reaching A rank and turning everything into a wand zone. Whatever that means. Help me make that dream a reality. We certainly will. Which means we'd better get to work right away. Thanks for having us. One last question before you go, Tawny. If you don't mind me asking, that jacket of yours, where did you obtain it? Okay. We heard about this from Tawny. It was my mom's. I keep it to remember her by. I see. Forgive me, I just thought it looked familiar somehow. If you remember where you might have seen it, please let me know, ma'am. I came here to Lumia searching for someone. Your memory could be the clue I need. Yeah, this. It's not her mom she's looking for, cause she mentioned her mom passed away. So what is the connection here? Her dad or something, or what? Now if you'll excuse us. Please, one more moment of your time. Oh, come on. We tried to leave 2 times already. Not that I mind, it's just funny. I've just been briefed about the latest readings. We're detecting concentrations of mega power. I will email you all of the details as usual. Leave it to us. This is what Team MZ's here for. We're gonna make Lumios a city that people and Pokemon can share, like you were saying, ma'am. Come on, Ryosh. We're heading back to the hotel. Time for another strategy meeting. Alright, we'll do that. We'll do that maybe after I farm a little bit more for Mega Kangaskhan. I'll do that off screen, but maybe I'll give up on it if it doesn't seem like it's gonna happen too soon. I just kinda want that alpha. Give me something determined, but not too determined. Yeah. Just kind of slightly determined with suppose, but also a little bit doubtful. That's how I feel about catching this alpha Kangaskhan. But I guess we'll find out by the time the next episode comes up if I actually catch it. That would be a good time to take a break.